record this, and I'm going to share my screen. And if Colin, you can just tell me, let me just...
Do you want to mute everybody first, or?
Oh yes, that's a good idea. Let me just go back. Okay. Colin, can you just tell me, can you see that screen clearly?
Yep, nice and clear.
Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody. My name's Duncan Wood. I'm calling tonight from North Wales in the UK. Just to give you a brief background about myself, I started off life in construction. I ran my own company, employing quite a few people. After quite a few years of that, I started in my first multi-level marketing business. I was mainly involved in telecoms. That led me, I moved away from multi-level as in the traditional sense, and then moved more to online marketing. And I've been doing that for quite a few years. I've had some fantastic successes, but I've also had plenty of disasters. The one problem I realized was, unfortunately, a lot of the good companies that I did do well with, unfortunately, aren't around to this day. And that same scenario happened to me in last year, 2018. It was actually, 2018 was the worst year I've had for a long, long time. I was actually totally out of debt in 2017, but things really changed dramatically in 2018. To the point where I had more money going out for the first time in my life than coming in. And I've not been in that kind of situation for a long, long time, I can tell you. And I really did not know what to do. All the businesses I was doing, they were paying, but they weren't paying enough. And I really could not see an answer. But I was very fortunate. Back in October, a very good friend of mine, John Van Dersen, sent me a video about a system. It was actually to do with another company, very similar to this. I watched the video. I shouldn't have watched it that day because I wasn't in a good place, right frame of mind. And luckily for me, he did persist. A week later, he messaged me again to tell me that he'd been in this system for 16 days and he had 56,000 in his bank, not in a company. And I had to call him. I had to find out how. How could anybody join any business and earn or receive, should I say, that kind of money in such a short time? I really needed to know some answers, so I did. I called him. I started on the 23rd of October with that company. All I can tell you, it was the best decision I've ever made. I actually did not know it at the time, but this is without doubt the most amazing system I have ever seen. I've been in every type of business you could ever imagine, with every type of company, and experienced every type of issue, from companies coming, going, selling out, bad management, payment providers going into liquidation, you name it, I've experienced it. To be honest, I'd had enough. I was looking for something, didn't know what, and I came across it totally by accident. It was from that previous company that this came about, this company, IMPACT101. I will explain a little bit more as we go along, but I'm here tonight to tell you about IMPACT101, where it is right now, where it's going, and what's in it for you. There is a long story to tell, so I'm going to get started on the presentation. First thing I want to talk about is is crowdfunding in general. When I first saw this, a very good friend of mine, I do respect him, but often friends give you an opinion, often of things they know very little about. My friend told me that this was illegal. He put doubt in my mind. I knew it wasn't, but I needed confirmation. So I actually phoned my own solicitor and asked him what he knew about crowdfunding. The first question he asked me was, what type of crowdfunding is it? Now you can see on this slide here, there's a few main types of crowdfunding: loan-based, investment-based, and prepayment or reward-based crowdfunding are regulated, especially in the UK, by the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority. Donation-based or peer-to-peer crowdfunding, person-to-person, is not regulated, doesn't need to be, and is actually legal in every jurisdiction, in every country throughout the world. Now, do your own research, don't believe me, but I can tell you this system, this company and what they do, and crowdfunding is totally legal in every country in the world. So why is crowdfunding growing so massively? I'll show you the figures in a minute. It's mainly due to what's happened in 2006, 2008. and we're still reaping the consequences of what happened now. And if you think that crash was the last of it, but think again, go and do a bit of research. You'll see some websites here. You can go and have a look yourself. I honestly think the next crash is going to be worse than the last one. The banks are failing people. People have lost trust and faith in the banking system. I can remember when I first started as a builder, I used to have a relationship with my bank manager. That relationship was taken away. You were given a person in an office that you'd never even met, didn't even know you. Often I'd phone up and a different person was now my bank manager. So faith in the banking system has diminished. People have lost faith in it. It's not working. The bank have created the problem. The banking system is fraudulent. It's distorting people's opinions, but the whole system is not working. There is a major problem in the financial system, and it needs to be addressed. There has to be a better way. The banks don't lend money anymore. They manage securities, and your signature just creates a credit, and they create money out of thin air. And that money that they're creating is actually devaluing the money in people's hands, not just in this country, in every country in the world. Same problem in every country. So there is an answer, and what is that answer? Crowdfunding. And crowdfunding has been around for thousands of years. Before we had banks, what people used to do was to work together as a community and help each other. So crowdfunding is not new. It's just now because of a few things that are going on in the world. One is globalization. One is the internet. The other is social media. And two, the banking system. All those fields together have brought crowdfunding to the forefront. And these are some of the main platforms that you can find on the internet right now. GoFundMe, Indiegogo, Kickstarter, CircleUp. There's quite a few. These are just the main ones. These are all crowdfunding platforms. When I had heard of a few of these companies, GoFundMe and Indiegogo, but I actually thought they were loan companies. I didn't realize they were crowdfunding platforms. So crowdfunding is not new. It's just coming of age. And it is actually one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now. Right now, GoFundMe is #1 top company. Total amount raised just by GoFundMe alone is over 5 billion. And the reason why we put this slide up here is IMPACT101, and the owner, Frank Savadio, intends IMPACT101 to be the #1 crowdfunding choice worldwide. And he wants this in every country in the world. So this is right at the beginning. So how big is the market? Well, Fundly, which is a website, you can go and have a look at that yourself, in 2017 stated that $34 billion was donated through crowdfunding platforms. And that is not projected to slow down. It's projected to grow to 300 billion by 2025. So ask yourself this question: how much of a slice of the pie would you like? Now, it's not slowing down because it's growing at an enormous rate. It's actually growing at 136% year on year. And this has been happening for the last 3 or 4 years. Most people are unaware of this. So this actually makes crowdfunding one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now. Compare that with what industry you might be in. Most industries right now are either static or not growing, or they're slowing. Here is an industry that's growing phenomenally. And a lot of people are predicting that crowdfunding is actually going to take over the role of banks. So just to give you an idea of how big this is, companies like PayPal, one of the largest payment provider in the world, are now opening up their platforms to allow people, anybody, to crowdfund on their site. Now, for a company this large to do that, they will have put in a lot of research, a lot of testing, looking at market trends, and invested a lot of money into that. So PayPal are now allowing anybody to use their platform to crowdfund. And social media, as I mentioned before, because of social media now, back 10 years ago, social media really was hardly used. Now it's part of everyday life. And everything now is on a mobile phone. So you can literally donate or generate revenue for whatever cause or reason you want. Facebook now offering crowdfunding. So this will allow anybody in the world to donate to whatever cause you want. So can anybody crowdfund? Literally anybody can. You don't have to have a reason. Well, you do, but you don't have to publicize it. You don't have to be a big company. You don't need to be a charity. You do need to be 18 or over, and you do need a phone or a computer because this is on the internet. So this works in every country in the world as long as you have internet access and as long as you are 18 or over. There is an example there of a broke father in the UK here who needed money to at least give his family a Christmas, and he raised literally 2,000 in a matter of a few hours. So anybody can raise funds for whatever reason they want. This is the man behind it. I actually got to know this gentleman by accident in the previous company I was talking about. I was about to send Frank a donation, and he had something that caught my attention. I actually messaged him and asked him where he got it from. It was to do with blockchain and Bitcoin technology. And he messaged me back. We ended up talking. Little did I know, a couple of months later, Frank, who was in that previous company that had issues, had problems, he decided to copy what they are doing and to make it even better. And that's what he did. A few months later, he launched IMPACT101. You can see Frank's background here. He's been in business for 45 years. He's very successful, 20 years in marketing and sales, and he formed Castle Rock Research BC Study Guides, specializing in marketing QR codes and mobile landing pages. In 2011, he formed with his partner Hans ORGL Marketing Incorporated. This is the company that he still runs to this day, and this Impact 101 is just another arm to that existing company, QRGL. So Frank and Hans launched Impact 101 literally in January. This is Hans, his partner. They've been together for 25 years. He is a specialist electronic engineer, 30 years experience developing custom solutions for leading high-tech blue-chip companies. He's on the board of directors of Link Global Technologies Incorporated, a Canadian blockchain company. And as I said, in 2011, they've been going now for 25 years. They started QRGL and then in January launched Impact 101. So imagine if you got involved in any of these companies. All these companies that you're looking at here are brand household names. Practically everybody in the world knows of these companies or uses these companies or has heard of them. Imagine if you got involved in any of these companies, how wealthy would you be today? Timing is everything. So imagine if you got involved in Microsoft or Amazon on day one, how wealthy would you be today? So timing is perfect for what's happening right now. Right now, the banking system is failing people. Crowdfunding is growing massively. Impact 101 was set up on the 17th of January. And I can tell you in the very short period of time it's been running, well, we will hear the latest figures tomorrow night, Wednesday night, when we have a company update. But the last count was 1.3 million in donations. I have heard of the figure that will be announced tomorrow night. I can tell you it's dramatically up. Amount of page views was last time 3.2 million page views, and unique page views over 600,000. So this company is just started, but growing extremely fast. We're currently in 135 different countries throughout the world, and so timing couldn't be better. So how does that actually work? Well, it's a single crowdfunding and marketing system that allows anybody to receive half of everything that happens in what we call donation grids for life. It literally never stops. So Impact 101 is based on a 2x2 process. It's a follow me system. It's one of the most successful systems that any company has developed or used. It's not unique to Impact 101, but it is the most successful system. The follow me, just to explain, anybody that you personally introduce follows you in every grid for life. Brilliant, brilliant system. So if you think that you have to, keep finding people. No, you don't. You just need to find a small or group. You can actually minimum 2 people. So this system is a team crowdfunding system. So we're working as a crowd of people all helping each other, and those people help you, and the person that introduces you helps you. So you get help from above and from obviously your own efforts and from people that you introduce. So it's not you on your own, it's a team of people helping everybody, and you can receive donations literally seconds after registering. So it's based on a peer-to-peer team crowdfunding system. What does that actually mean? It's person to person. And there's one of the main keys. When I understood that no money goes to the company, the only money that ever goes to the company is $25, which is 6-month license, or $40, which is actually a year. That is the only money. Not 1 penny of any donation goes anywhere near the company. No percentage goes to the company. So whereas before I've been dependent on a company surviving or carrying on to pay me, we don't get paid in this. We don't earn in this. We receive donations. And they are paid direct to your personal bank account, whichever way you choose to receive it. Now, the main difference between this type of crowdfunding and, let's say, Indiegogo and all the others that you just saw before is this. All those companies are in it for one reason: to make money. And how do they make their money? They charge a percentage of every donation. Some of them 2 to 3, sometimes more percentage of every donation. Not 1 penny of the donation that you send to person in this system goes to the company. 100% goes direct to the beneficiary, which is you. So this system provides you with an easy to navigate, totally automated, feature-rich dashboard. Remember, this is part of a technology company, so technology is really high up on the agenda in this, and it's all about technology these days. Everything in this site is in real time. It allows you to monitor your donations literally second by second. So how do you actually get started? Well, the first thing you need to do is to get the link from the person that told you about this. You cannot register direct with the company. You do have to be introduced. And you need to pay a license fee, which is either 6 months, $25, or a discounted $40 for a year. You can pay that with a Visa or a credit card through PayPal, or if you have a PayPal account, you can pay from your PayPal account. You can pay it through Stripe with a Visa and MasterCard again. If you have Dashcoin, crypto, you can either pay in by Dash or Bitcoin, and we have a token system as well, which is a code that you can pre-purchase and pass that on to other people. Once you've paid, then the next choice is to pick your grids. I'll go through the grids in a minute. My advice, if you can afford it, start with a minimum 3 grids, the 40, 80, and the 150. So once you've chosen your grids, then your role is to add the methods that you wish to receive donations. The system won't allow you to go to the next step until you've done it. It's a very easy step-by-step system. Once you've added your payment methods, so as an example, you could add PayPal, you could add your own bank accounts for BankWire direct to your bank account. You can add Dashcoin if you use Dashcoin, Bitcoin if you've got a Bitcoin wallet, TransferWise, Uphold. We've also added WeChat and other payment methods as well. You can literally choose whatever methods. My advice is have as many methods possible as you can do, because the more methods you have available, the easier it is for somebody to send you a donation. The whole point here is you're going to receive donations from all over the world, from every type of country you can imagine, often from people you never even know or meet. So you need to make it easy for them. Once you've filled in those, very easy, very literally, you can do that within 5-10 minutes. Then you need to donate. You always donate to 2 people. One is generally to the person that sponsored you, and then the other is to somebody who you happen to drop under in that grid. Once you've sent the donations to the 2 people, you are qualified and you are up and running and ready to go. Now, these are the 8 grids. They're all exactly the same. They all have 6 positions. You are Obviously, it's your grid, and you have 6 empty positions on each grid level. There are 8 levels in total. You can only ever have 1 grid open on each level. So you can only have, an example, one $40 grid open. You can't have 2 or 3. When a grid is finished, you can do it again and again and again, but you can only ever have 8 grid levels open. Now, my advice, as I said, if you can afford it, start with at least the first 3 grids. If you can afford more, you're allowed up to 6 first, and then there's 2 more after that. Now, the objective is to have all grids open, because all those grids work exactly the same. Those positions can be filled from your sponsor, from you, from people you introduce, or people you've already introduced. Or it could also be filled by the people you've introduced previously coming back into your grid. Remember the follow me system, they also help you fill that grid as well. It can be purely from the people you've previously introduced and their team following them. So choose your grids. You can see the totals in grey. They're the amounts you donate. So as an example, the $40 grid, you donate $20 to one person, $20 to another, and that works exactly the same in the 80, the 150, the 300 grid. Just halve it, half goes to one person, half goes to another. The figures in red are what you will receive, so you always receive 3 times what you've donated in each grid level. And that never stops. In this system, you've heard the saying, if you give and you shall receive. Well, in this system, you give first, you then share, and you receive. As soon as you've received 3 times what you've donated, you can do it again and again and again. It never stops. So let me just show you that system in 3 simple steps. Once you've paid your license fee, you've registered, you need to become what's called active. So you need to donate half to one person, half to another, depending on what grid you start with. And then your role is to find 2 new people. My advice is find those 2 people as quickly as possible. Now, the minimum is 2. If you can introduce more, fantastic. You don't have to. If you worked with those 2 people, help them introduce 2 people and so on, you can actually have all 8 grids open and qualified all 8 grids for life with just 2 people minimum. Your role is to help those 2 people. So in this example, there's you've introduced Sue and Bill. You now help Sue introduce 2 people herself, and Bill find 2 people. And in that example, that grid is now filled. You have received 3 times what you donated at that grid level, and you can do it again and again and again. So that's it very simply. Let me just break that down. This is taking the $40 grid, but it works exactly the same on every grid. Just so you know, you can receive donations without recruiting. So if you have started with, let's say, the 40, the 80, and the 150 grid, you are eligible to receive, and you can receive up to 6 donations in each grid without recruiting anybody. But you're only allowed to do that 1 time in each grid. After that, you do need 2 people. So let me give you an example. Let's say this is the $40 grid. There's you. You now, let's say you introduce Sue. You now help Sue find 2 people she knows that need or want more money right now. Sue, let's say Bill now is introduced. Let's say your sponsor introduced Bill. It doesn't really matter. Either way, Bill drops into your grid, and Bill donates $20 in this scenario to you and $20 to your upline. Sue will have donated $20 to you and $20 to your upline. You have now broken even. Now let's say Sue introduces Sally. Sally donates $20 to Sue and $20 to you. Now let's say Sue introduces a second person, Jack. Jack donates $20 to Sue and $20 to you. Now let's say Bill, who your sponsor, let's say, introduces, doesn't matter either way, doesn't matter, exactly the same result. But let's say Bill introduces Tom and Dan. Both Tom and Dan donate $20 to Bill, $20 to you. Dan donates $20 to Bill and $20 to you. You have now received in this grid 3 times $40, which is $120. You've got 3 times what you donated back. And if you take $40 out of that, you can do it again and again, again. You donate $40 and you do it again and again, and it never stops. And that can happen in every grid on every level, simultaneously, multiple times in a day. So here are the 8 levels. So there's 8 in total. There's the grid 1. $40 you donate, split half and half, $20 to one person, $20 to another. There are 6 empty positions, so you are eligible now to receive 6 times $20, $120 in total. Level 2, $80, $40 goes to one person, $40 goes to another. That's 6 times $40 you're eligible to receive now, so a total of $240 every time that grid opens. Now, just so you know, you can't jump from, let's say, start to level 5 if you decided to. Everybody has to start with level 1, but you are allowed, as I said, multiple grids. You can have 8 in total at any one time. My advice is, if you want the higher grid, start with at least, let's say, grid level 1, 2, and 3. If you can afford it, get yourself in the higher grids, because you can see, what would you rather see? You do exactly the same in level 8 as you do in level 1, but in level 8 you're receiving 6 times $2,400 per donation against 6 times $20 in level 1. It's exactly the same, no difference, exactly the same work. It just, you receive a lot more. So if you want to get motivated, and I can tell you, once you see donations coming into your bank on a daily basis, that really does motivate you to go out and tell other people about it. So how does it, it doesn't really matter what your background or experience is. The impact system is designed, it's a fully automated system that will help you fill your donation grids quickly. It does all the work for you, all the explaining for you, so you don't need to go out and explain this to anybody. In fact, that's why we do these calls. It's a questions and answers call. You can either give somebody a recorded presentation, or you can bring them onto a live call and they can answer, or we can answer any questions for you. Our system can create an endless stream of donations coming to you. As a member, you have complete access to the entire system, which includes a fully customized and personalized mobile landing page. That customized mobile landing page is free within the subscription. They normally sell to companies for $250 subscription each per year, and you actually get 2 of them. These alone are brilliant. One of the best marketing tools you can use. Everybody uses mobile phones now, and one of the big things now is mobile landing pages. You can have the customized one, and you have your own IMPACT101 mobile landing page as well. So you also get your own personal website, just like the one I will show you in a second, where people can get more information. There's videos on there that you can literally just ask people to watch a video and then just call them back to find out if they want to know more. With a state-of-the-art back office which tracks all of your donation grids, your team, and your donations in real time. There's help and support. We have a fantastic support system in place. A lot of people will tell you they often hear or get a response back. Not that it's needed very often. I can tell you that this website is designed to take millions on millions of members. These guys have built this site themselves. They know it works. I can tell you, I have 100% confidence that it's there are no issues on the site. It works flawlessly every time. The only issues are human error, and they can be sorted very quickly through our support system. So there is a support system in place. There's a team of leaders who will walk you through everything, and they're there to back you up every step of the way. So if you're brand new looking at this for the first time, don't panic. It's very easy. Once you've done it, it's so simple. Anybody can do it. This system is designed for success. It's designed to get you the results you want and deserve. And I know there's a lot of people like me that have worked hard year after year, sometimes building huge teams in various companies, and unfortunately the rug has been pulled away from them and they're left high and dry. All their team that they built up and dissipate, and they've lost their income and the team that they've also built up. This is designed for success. It's designed to work for thousands of people, and it can work for anybody if they persist and just commit to it and steadily keep doing it. So reach out to the person that invited you on this call. All you need to do is to reach out to people and ask them a question. This is all I use. I always use the third-party approach. I ask somebody during the conversation, I just drop in, listen, you might be able to help me. Do you know anybody that needs or wants more money right now? And wait for their answer. Now, they'll only come back with two answers. One might be, I don't know anybody. And if they say that, I just say, well, that's fine. If you do hear of anybody, here's my number. Could you ask them to give me a call? That's it. If they say, well, I might be interested, what is it? I just say, give me your email address, or I send them my mobile landing page. I ask them to go and watch a video. And I do ask them, when do they think they're going to watch it? Because I want to call them back one more time. I'm testing them. I want to call them back to find out, well, I ask them two questions. One, did you get my email if I sent the video by email, or if I sent my mobile landing page, I just want to check that they received it. And then I ask them, did they watch the video? Now, you'll only get two answers. One will be, yes, I watched it, or the other will be, no, I haven't had time. If somebody says to me, I haven't had time, this is what I say. I haven't got time to chase you. So if you are serious, if you really do need and want more money right now, watch that video when you have got time and you call me, because I haven't got time to chase you, basically. That's what you're saying to them. Take it away from them. And if they did watch it, just ask them one question. Do you want to know more? My advice is, what is the more? Invite them on a call with your sponsor to get any questions answered. Invite them onto a call like this. We will answer any questions, and we just take them through a process. And at the end of it, they just make a decision whether it's for them or not. Simple as that. We don't sell anything. We don't persuade anybody. We don't push anybody. You just actually become good at showing people videos. That's it. And just repeat this process over and over again. So that is it. A very simple system. You get a full resource suite. We have now the videos in various languages, and there's more and more coming on every week. We will have the videos in probably every language on the planet soon, and the website is also being translated into various languages. The main ones I know that are on the list right now is Hindi, because this is exploding in India. French, Spanish, Chinese, and Russian, I know, are high on the list. There are pages where you can go and you can see everything. You can see exactly where to send your donations to and who you will receive donations from. Everything is tracked and recorded. You get a complete list of your donation grids that are running and a complete list of the donation grids that are finished. So everything is recorded. There's nothing to hide here. You get a list of the donations to confirm and receive, and a complete list of your donation history, donations you've sent and donations you've received, with all the details of what that donation was and how much it was and how it came to you. There are videos on every step of how to do the system. Once you've watched, I recommend everybody watch those videos at least once. They're only very short. So as an example, there's a video that explains the grids, and there's also a text explanation as well. This is the fully branded configurable mobile landing page that everybody gets, which can be added to any existing business. So as you can see here, there's a hairdresser's there, there's a car company. Any business you do, you can advertise that existing business using this mobile landing page. There's the latest technology, so you have your own QR code directly to your business, whatever that business might be, with a virtual business card. So you don't need business cards anymore. You've now got a virtual business card you can send to anybody with all your details on there for that person to contact you for whatever business it is you do. It might be another multi-level marketing business. It might be a traditional business. You might be a hairdresser, or you might be a plumber, joiner. Doesn't matter. You've got a way to market your existing business. And on top of that, you've also got your IMPACT101 mobile landing page as well. So as I said, these are sold to companies for $250 a year subscription, and you get 2 of them. That in itself is worth, I mean, I can tell you this company is way ahead on technology. So get back to the person that invited you on this call. Ask yourself find your reason why. My advice is think about, what you used to dream about. Maybe that dream faded because you've been let down by a lot of people. Start dreaming again, because this is a system. This is not a business, it's a system. It works. All you have to do is commit to it and be consistent. Learn the system. It's very easy. List people, contact them, show them a video, and follow up. That's all you do, and work as a team. It's working as a team that makes it so much easier, and that's exactly what we do. We're all in this to help each other, and we all accidentally help each other because everybody at some point gets a donation from somebody they've never even met. We have regular calls. I do these every Tuesday night and Sunday night. Colin Simmons, who I think is on this call, does them twice on a Thursday. He does one at 11 a.m. and one at 8 p.m. every Thursday. And Bruce Lamb, another colleague of mine, is starting to do his own webinars very shortly as well. And that's in the UK. Obviously, there's webinars going on in America, India now, all over the world. Most of them are recorded, so if you miss them, you can just send somebody a recorded webinar so they can catch up on it. That's the end of the presentation. I'm just going to bring everybody back on, and we can, let me just stop sharing. Okay, so I'd like to welcome everybody back. If you've got any questions, please unmute yourself. This is a questions and answers call. If you are too shy to speak, don't worry, you can type in a question in the chat box below. And listen, we are open to any question. I don't care what your question is. I've heard them all, and I know Colin has. People come on and they say, oh, this looks like a Ponzi. People come on and say, is this one of those pyramid things? Or people say, oh, this sounds to me like a gifting, as an example. It really doesn't matter what your question is. The problem is, if you don't get the right answer, you're going to go away convincing yourself of a reason why you shouldn't do this, and you might be completely wrong because you didn't get the right, correct information. Exactly like when the first person I spoke to, he said to me, this is illegal. I nearly believed him. He put doubt in my mind. I can tell you now, he was totally wrong. It's just like when somebody says, oh, this looks like one of those pyramid things. I always turn back to that person and ask them, well, what do you mean by that? Because the crazy thing is, every business, every organization is a pyramid shape. So when somebody says that, they obviously do not really understand what they mean by that question. Think about it. If you're in a job, I don't know what company you work for, but unless you're the owner, the CEO of that company, you're in a pyramid. He is at the top. You are somewhere in that pyramid, and you can never earn what your boss earns unless you take over that company. And that is very unlikely. In this pyramid, it is a pyramid shape, yes, but in this pyramid, this is the most fairest pyramid I have ever seen or been involved in. Why? Because the person that introduced you could earn twice, 10 times more than you if that person works harder than you. Now, that's the fairest pyramid I've ever seen, and that is not like the corporate pyramid or the organizational pyramid. So it's a crazy question, really. It's just people don't understand. That's all it is. Anybody want to unmute themselves and ask a question? Please interrupt me, because I could carry on.
Duncan?
Hi, Colin.
Yeah, just before we do the questions and answers, we've got some special guests on here tonight. It would be great if we could have a quick testimony from across the pond. We've got CJ and Mark on from the States. It would be great for them to just
yes,
address everybody.
Hi, guys. Would you just like to unmute yourself and just let everybody know who you are and how are you doing?
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Mark, and this is my honey CJ. Greetings from Hollywood. No, not really, but we are in California, so we're pretty close. But we wanted to say hi to our friends across the pond. As you say, we're all connected. We're here in the United States. We're so excited about Impact 101. You said it right. You know, the dream can turn into a reality. And we actually walked away from that corporate pyramid about, oh, I don't know how many years ago. And we do this full time. And we do enjoy a good lifestyle. We're very humble about what we do, but we love helping so many others through donations, and we do receive by giving. So it's all about attitude and consistency, and we just love it. It's the simplest thing ever. Honey, you want to add anything?
Absolutely. All I can say, Colin and Duncan, this has been such an amazing opportunity for us to really, truly embrace it and really be able to share it with not only our friends, but our family. I mean, my daughter's involved in this, Tanisha Duncan. By the way, Duncan's a good name. She's doing phenomenal, just sharing it with her community, with people in her age group, from the younger to the older. We love it, her father, us. I mean,
I was going to say, I love the fact that we can do this internationally with all the different ways of handling currency nowadays. It's really a no-brainer to be able to expand outside your universe, your world. You can actually take this internationally. And we love the fact that we can do that very easily with the tools that you have within the Impact 101 system. So
absolutely. And I just want to say this is definitely an exit strategy on whatever it is you're doing to be able to give you that freedom that we love to have. We travel, we have a beautiful RV, we live by the beach, and we get to travel and take our business wherever we want to go.
That's a good point. The fact that this is internet-based, limitations, your options are now, basically your world is your oyster, as you've heard before, that term. You now have an opportunity to treat this like a business and help other people at the same time. It's a wonderful thing to have.
What you
Thank
just
you for letting us share.
Thanks for bringing this out.
Thanks for coming on, and thanks for sharing with us. And Mark, you just said something there. Treat it like a business. It is actually not a business. It's a system, but you need to treat it like a business. That's the key. And I hear everybody say the same thing. Consistency is the key. You've got to commit. And I just want to say, commitment is doing the things you said you would do long after the mood you said it in has passed. So when you commit to something, you are just committing to not giving in, not just quitting one day just because it's not happened quite as fast as you like, committing to it and sticking with it. And that's the key. I can honestly tell you guys, Mark and CJ, when I first joined the first company back in October it was, I was just about to throw in the towel. I'm just going to put everybody on mute because somebody's got some noise going on there. Just so you know, I was literally had months before the problem I was in, financial problem, hit the wall. Now, I don't know about you, but I hear stories often on TV or I read about people that just kept going just at the point they were about to give in and quit. And just because they didn't, they then succeeded. And that's what I see so many times. People start something, don't commit to it, give up, just to the point they didn't realize if they'd have just carried on that little bit more, they would have seen success, but they didn't. It's like the story of the two guys who were in the desert and they found a pump and one of them's pumping away, and what he didn't realize, because he couldn't see the water was actually coming up, but he kept stopping and letting his friend take over, and what they didn't realize is the water was just about to come up, but they gave up and walked off. So don't I don't know who that is. 1 second. Can you just mute yourself, whoever it is, because everybody can hear you. Just let me put everybody on mute again.
Hey, Duncan,
Sorry, Mark, just unmute yourself. Sorry.
We're just going to say thank you for bringing us out. We're jumping on a screen share with some of our new members that are coming aboard, and we want to say thank you.
Thank you.
And absolutely good luck. Jump in. The water's perfect. Do not hesitate. Get involved. It'll be the best decision you ever made.
And if you ever come to California, look us up. We'd love to meet you.
I was just going to say, you come here, you can stay at my house, and I'll go over there.
Okay.
Sounds like a great deal to me.
What a shame I was there last week.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Duncan.
Yes.
Duncan, can you hear me, mate?
Yes, I can hear you.
We have a truly international call today. We've got another contact, a friend of ours from India, who's actually on the call today. I've asked him if you do a quick testimony.
Who is it?
We've got from America. We're going to go right across to the east. We've got Dr. Anu from India.
I've just seen him.
I've asked him if you just say a few words.
Dr. Anu, can you hear us? If you wouldn't mind, just unmute yourself. I'd love you to come on. Just say what's happening out in Delhi there. Are you there? Dr. Anu, can you?
He's there. Hang on.
Here he is.
Nice. Oh, he's still muted at the moment for some reason.
Dr. Anu?
Okay, no worries. He's still muted.
He's making a cup of tea.
Hello.
Okay, he's still muted. I'll try and see if I can get him to come on.
Okay, thanks, Colin.
So let's go on to the usual questions that we always get.
Yes, anybody want to ask a question? Now is your chance. Any questions in the chat, Colin? I can't see any.
There hasn't been any questions in there, really. I mean, I think you've explained it really well, really clearly. But we have all the general questions. People ask me, is this multi-level marketing?
Absolutely not. No. I'll just give you the reasons why it's not multi-level marketing. In multi-level marketing, you receive commissions. You don't earn anything in this. You receive donations. There is a big difference. In multi-level marketing, you get paid on levels. You don't get paid and you don't receive on levels in this. You just receive donations from a grid. That's all it is. That it is definitely not multi-level marketing. The only similarity in that this has it to multi-level marketing is the fact that it's a referral business or referral system. And in actual fact, you don't even have to refer. You can receive donations without referring. It just states that if you want to receive the donation from that grid again, you do need to refer two people. And that can be the same two people right the way up. So, yeah, definitely not MLM, multi-level marketing, or anything like it. As I said, it's not actually a business, so don't call it a business. It's a system. It's just a website that allows anybody to use that website to receive donations, basically, and send donations. That's it.
Brilliant. We now have Dr. Anu ready now. Duncan, when you're ready to...
hi, Dr. Anu. Good to have you on the call. Are you free to chat?
Yes. Hello.
Hi, Dr. Anu. Good to have you on the call.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening. And here it is night in India. I am just joined the meeting. And it's a wonderful, wonderful platform. And we had a webinar cum seminar the last Sunday in India. And the response was overwhelming response from all the people. There were around about 200 plus people in the hall, and many more were standing outside the hall because there was no space available. And all of them were busy in attending the Zoom call on their mobile phones. It was a wonderful experience and people are very much excited. All of them have set their targets for doing 100 directs in 90 days. This is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and people in India are very, very happy with IMPACT101. And daily in my office, more than 50 to 60 people are visiting every day. And the plans are going on. It's a very, very hectic schedule now. And everybody is excited, and so many network leaders joined from all over India in my team. And today also some people from Punjab, from UP, Haryana, and other states of India visited my office. Everybody is, very, very happy to see the plan. And we have made a target of rocking the show in India. And many more people will join in the coming days and months to come. And we are waiting for you people, the international leaders, to be there in India in the month of August, and we will organize a big program. Our second program is being scheduled on 4th of May, Saturday, 11 to 2 p.m. And that there will be a big crowd. Around about 350 or 400 people will be there in that meeting. And all are preparing for the same. Everybody is happy. I really thank Mr. Frank as well as Hans Luhmann and all the leaders from the world who are supporting us a lot when we organize our webinar. Things are very, very fantastic. I'm very, very happy. And I am doing this network marketing since last 16, 17 years. And I have been in the network marketing in 3 to 4 concepts. I made big teams there. But this program is totally different than network marketing. It's a really amazing program. People are very happy when they know that it is not an MLM. It's a crowdfunding system. And awareness is a little low in India, but now we are ready to make people aware about crowdfunding. People like the concept. And the instant payment method is quite good, because people have a habit to receive their payments in the MLM in weekly or monthly mode. Here it is a instant payment method. People are so happy. I can't tell you my feelings. So this is the wonderful experience in my life. I joined IMPACT101. Thanks a lot to Mr. Frank as well as Mr. Hans Luhmann to give us such a wonderful opportunity in the globe.
Dr. Anu, I thank you for coming on tonight. You're doing an amazing job out there. I couldn't believe how many people were in that room that day. Absolutely amazing. I can't wait to come out to Delhi to meet you. Really looking forward to it. I'm coming.
So nice of you. We are eagerly waiting for your arrival in the month of August. And we have become good friends now. And all over the world, India will rock the show.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for coming on tonight. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, Duncan, I have to say, it's actually incredible, because what you're seeing here is a true universal platform. You know, we've gone from the east, we've gone across to the west. We may even get Earl to speak if you'd like as well, Duncan, because it just shows you right around the globe what's going on with Impact 101. You know, when we was listening to Dr. Anu and his people, it's just a crowd of people, which is what fundraising is all about. You build the crowd, it will explode around the globe. You know, and we are all witnessing this right now. We are 3 months old. That is all, 3 months. It's totally incredible what is actually happening globally.
I recommend to get on the call tomorrow and hear the latest updates, and people will realize each week, you have a look at the figures from the previous week, which they now put on. It's unbelievable what's happening. Earl, are you up to just jump on for a quick second and just introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I am, most definitely. Hey guys, thank you very much, Colin, for allowing me to get on here. Duncan, appreciate it. But guys, all I could say, is amazing. This system is amazing. I think I said Frank put the system together, and this is just amazing for our donation platform. You know, it's great because the way this 2x2 following matrix is set up, I did this before, and it was an MLM type. And for it to be into the crowdfunding industry, it's amazing. So you don't want to second guess it. It's amazing. It's 100% legit. You have to jump in and make it happen. It's all about sharing. It's the crowd that makes it work. You know, you're going to meet people out there who's going to have doubts. You're going to meet them every day. But don't, as Duncan said, don't let them change your mind. Because if you let them do, you're missing out on a big opportunity. This could change your life financially instantly if you walk it the right way. You know, as it says, always align yourself with the right people. Come on these calls. It's like Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Get on the calls. There's Q&As as well. And trust me, invite your people. Invite. That's the key. You don't have to explain the system. The system is going to do it for you. But you have to put in the work and get it in front of the right people. And like I said, it's amazing. My team here, we're excited. Dr. Regina is also here on me tonight, my business partner. And tell you guys, we're able to rock this the right way. And we're trying to bring the right people. It's all about blessing families around the world.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Earl. Thanks for your excellent words. Really look forward to meeting you. It's amazing, all the people. I feel like I know everybody, and half the people I've never even met yet. Absolutely incredible. Thanks very much, everybody. Unless anybody else has got any questions, fire away if you have. I know, Robert, I was just listening to what Dr. Anu was saying, and I forget, like Robert often streams these calls, so not only have we got people actually on this call, but there's people listening in that I'm not even aware of on Facebook, on Facebook Live. I haven't even got my head around that yet, but that's another way. So I don't know, Robert, are you open? Could you jump on, Robert?
Yeah, hello, Duncan. Yeah.
Good evening.
I'm streaming for the moment on Facebook. So you're global.
Okay, brilliant. See, I don't even know how to even do that. I've heard about it, but I've not actually got around to it. But this is what you can do nowadays. It's technology. It's technology that's driving the world. And unfortunately, some people are frightened of technology. My advice to you is embrace it and use it to your advantage. You know, it is technology that's changing the world faster than we can even imagine. So you're actually live streaming this now?
Yeah, he is. I've been watching it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm streaming, and I have to say it's an amazing call, and all the testimonials. It's an amazing platform. So yeah, it's phenomenal what you can do with also with the landing page with the QR code. Yeah, I get people from all over the world with the QR code. I'm so excited. I have no words for it.
Listen, I don't just tell everybody so everybody knows. Robert, it was you that found Dr. Anu, wasn't it?
Yeah, I find Dr. No, he found me.
Oh, he found you.
Because I post. I cannot often tell to people you have to be. You mentioned before you have to be consistency on your Facebook, on your Twitter account. What you have on social media. Be consistency with your QR code, with your mobile landing page, and it's so easy to do. You can share your mobile landing page to everyone. The videos, you don't have to explain nothing. You ask only the words, or how can I tell it? You just ask, can you watch a 3-minute video, and that's it. And you send them a phenomenal mobile landing page. I'm still, I still love the mobile landing page. And the second mobile landing page, also you can edit the mobile landing page. You can put pictures inside, videos, whatever you like. It's so amazing. I have no more words for it. Back to you, Duncan.
Thanks a lot, Robert. Really appreciate it. And I appreciate, this is what we call teamwork. We're all working as a team. And that's what you need to do, is get working with your sponsor and the people, and work together, help each other, and everybody that succeeds. You know that saying, if you can help enough people get what they want, you get everything you want. Focus on on helping people receive donations for whatever reason they need it for, and you will get everything you want.
I'm just going to add to that as well, Duncan. It's all about energy. You'll know that when your platform or your fundraising activities are really doing well, you'll know it's about energy. You'll see all of a sudden things will start to click into place. Why is that? It's energy. Yeah. You have to decide, I'm going to do something today, and every day you're going to do something. You just keep doing it. You don't know when the next Dr. Anu from India or from anywhere else in the world will see your landing page and go, that's exactly what I'm looking for. There are a lot of people in traditional multi-level marketing that need what we have to offer in crowdfunding, and they will look and they'll be pleasantly surprised when they see what we're offering. So it's just, as Robert has said, it's about consistency. Don't give up. Never, ever give up, because there's nothing better than what we have here with Impact 101.
Totally agree. And what you just said there, Colin, timing is everything. And the only reason somebody is saying no right now, don't take it personally. It's just, think about yourself, every person on this call. There was a reason because it was just at the right time somebody spoke to you. I know John just sent me the video. He actually sent it me at the wrong time because I watched it and didn't do anything about it. But he kept in contact with me, and 1 week later, he sent me another message, and that was the right time because I took action that day. And I remember calling you, Colin, and I asked you a question, and literally that same day you took action, serious action. I remember you saying to me when you registered, would you do a call with a couple of friends? Well, I think you had 10 people on that Zoom call, and by the end of the day, I think you had $750 in your bank. In the same day, you just joined at 3 o'clock. This was 8 o'clock at night. That's what you need to do. Take massive action. If you haven't taken massive action now, it's never too late. Make a decision today. Take massive action. Go and study the 90-day action plan and stick to it. And don't give up. Keep consistently doing it. That is the key. Hope that helps everybody. Thank you for your support tonight. Great call. Thank you for all the people that contributed. We have a call on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Is it 8 p.m., Colin? Is it 9 p.m.? No,
it's 9 p.m. UK time.
It's 9 p.m. Sorry. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. UK time. That is the company call with Frank with an update. Very exciting call. Don't miss that. Invite everybody you can on that call, because I can tell you now, every week, it just motivates me when I hear the new figures and the new announcements and the things that's coming. We haven't seen anything yet. There are things I would love to tell you, and I know Frank is dying to tell you, but I know Frank doesn't want to tell you until they're ready to announce. So thanks very much, everybody. Good night. Thank you for your support, and thank you for everybody that contributed tonight.
Cheers, Duncan.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, guys. See you all again. Well done, Regina.
Thank you.
Hey guys.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Doctor.